Please stand for Tamil Thai welcome. Dear members of All India Chamber of Commerce and Industries, it gives me great pleasure and a sense of purpose to today welcome the Airport Director of Tuticorin Airport, Shri.R. Rajesh, MBA, who has been kind enough to be with us here today, Mr. Rajesh. As a matter of fact, Mr. Rajesh is very, very busy, especially with the new terminal buildings and all the other activities. He was originally supposed to visit the chamber on 17th December during our Christmas party, which was cancelled because of the rains, and then subsequently he had agreed to come on the 30th. But unfortunately, due to his tight schedule, he had to go to Chennai, and then he has come back today just to be with us. We are very thankful to have you with us, sir. I also take this chance and thing to welcome Mr. Francis William, Joint GM Electrical, Mr. M. Parry, DGM Civil, Mr. S. Godwin, DGM Civil, Mr. Abdul Karim, AGM CNS, Mr. Sakim Brito, AGM CNS, Mr. D. Subramanian, Manager ATM, and Ms. Monica Charles, Station Manager of Indigo. Thank you for being with us today to share this wonderful evening with the members of the chamber to elaborate on what our Tuticorin airport is going to do and where it is going from here and how we are going to proceed from here. I think it will be very purposeful. As a matter of fact, our airport director is a very genial person who has been with us in all occasions, and he has been welcoming us to his office in a very jovial manner, and he has been very hospitable to us, all of us. He insisted that the talk that he is going to give will only be for maybe 15 or 20 minutes on a presentation, and he expects the members of the chamber to interact with him. So there will be a major interactive section after this particular presentation. So be ready. Whatever he says, please be ready with your questions so that we can have an interactive session. Now I request our Administrative Secretary, Mr. Prem Paul Nayam, to introduce our Chief Guest.
A short intro of our Chief Guest for the day, Mr. Rajesh, Airport Director, Thoothukudi Airport. He has done his MBA, M.Phil, LL.B and PGDRM. He was initially appointed as the probationary officer at Dhanlaxmi Bank and then at Axis Bank. He has quite experience in leadership roles in all the banks, such as IDBI Bank, Union Bank of India. Subsequently, he joined the Airport Authority of India as commercial manager through the All India Recruitment Services, and subsequently worked as airport. He worked in the airport of Northern Region Office, Trivandrum International Airport, Calicut International Airport, AAI Corporate Office, New Delhi. He was trained at IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Calcutta in leadership, strategic management, innovation and design thinking. He is known as a multitasked and solution-oriented person among his friends and colleagues. He is blessed with 2 daughters. One is studying MBBS and one is studying 9th standard. That is about our Chief Guest for the day. Thank you.
I request our Secretary General, Mr. Shankar Marimuthu, to honor our Chief Guest with a bouquet. And I request our former President, Mr. Joe Prakash, to be on the stage during the occasion, please. I request our former President, Mr. Joe Prakash, to adorn our Chief Guest with a ponade. And as a token of our love, the Chamber honors him with a memento, a personal memento in his name. I request our dignitaries who have been here, who have taken the time to be with us. I request our administrative secretary to honor Mr. Francis William, Joint GM Electrical, with a Ponari. Please come in front, sir. Please come in.
And we want to know you better. So please.
I request our executive member and airport committee member, Mr. Bala, to please come and honor Mr. M. Parry, DGM Civil. Mr. Parry.
He is the project in charge.
I request Mr. Bala Shankar, our executive member, to honor Mr. S. Godwin, DGM Civil.
So God will look after the runway expansion and all is very critical to the aircraft landing and all the allied works in the airside.
I request Mr. Ramesh, our executive member, to honor Mr. Abdul Karim, AGM CNS.
CNS team look after all our equipments and all radar installation. They'll give the signal to the pilot and all the critical equipments they deal with.
I request our executive member, Mr. Marindo V. Ryan, to honor Mr. Sakim Brito, AGM CNS.
Brito is also part of our CNS team. Look after the equipment. He's from India.
I request our executive member, Mr. Sendil, to please come forward and honor Mr. D. Subramaniam, Manager ATM.
AGM Air Traffic Management, these are the people sitting in the tower. They are giving instructions to the pilot where to land, when to land, what is the approach, what is the climate condition. They interact with the pilots.
I request Mr. Sendil Shankar to come forward and honor Ms. Monica Charles, Station Manager of Indigo.
I don't need to tell much more. These are the existence of the airport itself depends on them. They are the most important people at the airport, the airlines.
And now for the most awaited moment, I hand over the mic to Shri.R. Rajesh, Airport Director of Tuticorin Airport, for his keynote address and PowerPoint presentation.
Respected Shri.R. Tamilarchu, President, All India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Thoothukudi. Respected Shri Shankar Mariputhu Sabragal, Secretary General, All India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Thoothukudi. And the present and the past office bearers of All India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Thoothukudi. And my colleagues and other well-wishers of Chamber of Commerce and Industry. A warm good evening to all of you. அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். I am overwhelmed by the reception offered to me and the entire airport team by the All India Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and it clearly shows the thrust and importance given by the industry and business community to this development of this airport. If I am right, Thoothukudi Airport started way back in 1992, and in between somewhere we missed the bus for further development compared to either to Madurai or Coimbatore. But now it's the right time. We have to catch that missed bus. Thoothukudi is having some rare things compared to the other cities of Tamil Nadu. If you take it either Madurai or Salem or Coimbatore, which is having very uniqueness, connectivity by road, rail, port and airport. The other cities are missing port. So it gives a unique positioning of this city and marketing of this city to across the destination inside India and outside India. It will increase the economic activity and further development. As you all know, airports are windows to the world. So from here only, where our new generation will also flourish, they will go abroad. All the businessmen want to travel across the world or across India to build networking, build connectivity to their other partners. So the entire economic activity much depends on the prosperity of the airport development also. So Airports Authority of India under the Government of India mandates has taken a massive development project at Tuticorin to meet the aspirations of the local community, industry and the passengers. So the development of this airport project almost started 3 years back. During the pandemic there was some stuck up, as you know, but now we are back in track and we have an exclusive project team, and unfortunately he is not here today, headed by a general manager itself. It is the importance management has given. He has just posted 2 months back only exclusively to look after and speed up this project. And we also admit that there was some delay from the progress of the work, but in the last 2 months we are slowly catching up, and the management has given a mandate initially to March 31st, but it has been slightly delayed, and we hope to close the project by June 30, 2024 is the revised date. In the worst scenario, before December 24, we hope that bigger aircrafts will land in our runway, so that people can expect direct connectivity to either Delhi or Mumbai or long haul flights. And even our airlines friends, Indigo and other airlines are very keen to start evening or night flights as per the market sentiments or feedback which we are getting. But only thing, our product is right now not ready. Our product is our airport. So please bear with us for a few more months, maybe around 6 months. So by the time the aspirations of these localities, people can be fulfilled by our team. So by this, I will just show you few slides of the project status and a small corporate video, and thereafter we can have some interactive sessions, or if you have some sudden few clarification or some concerns or some related to the aviation matters or related to particular to Thoothukudi Airport, we will try our level best to address your such queries. And my team is also there. Anything related to project also, we can interact. And Indio station manager is also there. She may be able to answer you few queries, but regarding the larger part of the destinations, the routes and all, that has to be decided by either from a headquarters in Delhi or Indigo's corporate offices in Gurgaon. So some minimum things from their side also we can think over. And I express my gratitude and my sincere thanks to the entire team members and office bearers of All India Chamber of Commerce and Industry Thoothukudi branch. Thank you very much for giving me this privilege and inviting me this. And with all your support, we hope to build a fantastic airport for the people of Tuticorin. Thank you very much. Some of you may have I will just show you few slides of the project status. This is the artistic impression, and horticulture work is also we are starting shortly. This is a city side parking area from that view. I think it's visible for you. Go to the next slide. Next. This is the Thoothukudi Airport master plan. And you can see this from our runway orientation is 1028. This side is Perry Road. And this is our Thoothukudi Tirunelveli highway. So we are expanding at this part. This is the existing runway. Both side we are acquiring land. This Perry Road and this side. So we want to complete. Here is that I told you, one person was filed a case and there was some delay. So this area we are stuck up to completion because this road needs to be completed. This compound wall needs to be completed. Then only aircraft can safely land. Now that issue will be resolved by this month end. Then this diversion will happen from Perry Road. This road will be taken inside to the airport area. So there will be a new road. Already TNEB has started earmarking that area. So within another 2-3 months, we expect that the entire land will be handed over to A. So then there are some temples are there, old temples, which is also in the final stage of relocation. Some deities are there. Some old village people who used to do puja and all. So we need to relocate that also. Then only we will be able to complete this entire compound wall stretch. Okay, next. So this is some basic details about the project. The project is taken over handled by KSZ Consortium. It's a RP Sanjeev Goenka Group company. You know the Spencer details, CN Tires. These are that group, Sanjeev Goenka, RP Goenka Group. This work was awarded in 2021. And total cost of project is 197.33. Then there is some additional changes happen. As you know that across India there is a lot of congestion is happening at the airport, either because of fog or delayed flight and all. So what government and the Ministry of Civil Aviation has decided to relook into all the project which is undergoing now, or to expand the capacity, so that they are demolishing the office space, other outlets and all in the airport, and giving maximum space to the passengers. So the view of the government and the ministry is that airport let maximum space given to the passengers for their amenities, either to move on them or to relax them. So don't give any kind of offices or closed areas inside the airport. So a lot of reconfiguration happened. Same thing happened to Thoothukudi also. The old plan inside the terminal has been reconfigured and some areas to be demolished to give more floor area to the passenger movement. So that's why some delay also happened on that. So we are now targeting probability is 36 for the terminal. So total terminal area was earlier around 15,000 square meter. So after the reconfiguration, we are getting around 2,341 additional area. So this area will be for, in case of any rush hour or increase in the passenger movement, this will be helpful. Facilities we have planned is peak hour capacity is 1,440. So that means that any peak hour we can handle 720 in the arrival and 720 in the departure. That is the peak hour capacity. And 7 number of X-ray system, then 4 entry gate, 21 number of check-in counters, then 3 number of boarding gates. This is the elevation. On completion, the airport will almost looks like this, the elevation. You can see that facade work is already started. And the final completion, this is the impression, artistic impression given by our contractor. This is the present work in progress. You can see the terminal. The roof ceiling is almost completed. Now the front edge work is going on. This is the facade work also started. This glass work is already started. Panel fixing and other work. Next. Yes. This we are building a new adjacent to terminal. There is a ATC complex technical block. That is a G+6. It's a 7-story building. We are coming 4-story for the admin office. Then this is a fire service building. We have a, every airport there is a specialized service, ARFF, Airport Rescue and Firefighting Services, in case of any eventuality. So we will have entire modern equipments with the crash fire tender and all the fire service with the modern equipments will be setting up here. Next. So this is the pavement of the approach road. From coming from Tuticorin side, you can see the approach road and entry and exit road. This is an air traffic control tower. This is where all the technical block, then ATC people will be sitting there. There will be a tower overlooking the entire runway on both sides. Next. So next is our runway work. I told you, I showed you in the master plan. There is an expansion of our runway to 3,150 meter. So from the present runway length is 1,050 meter. So from there we are going to 3,150 meters. So the contract is tarmac and the project cost is 130.63 crores. And almost 85% is completed, and probable date of completion is 29 to 2024. And you can see the site photos. This is an apron current status. There is a runway work is going on. You can see from the picture there. Work is in full swing. So actually this is the traffic. So you may be thinking about what is the further development of our airport. The further development, these figures needs to be, if we want to further develop and more connectivity, the airlines will looking after the load factor. Load factor means, that out of 100 seats, maximum how much will be filled in. So if the load factor is maximum, airlines will be more happy. So they make sense, they make money out of that load factor. So further growth of the airport depends on the number of passengers we will be able to travel through this airport. So these are the figures. This is the yearly passenger number. So this 2.6 lakhs only our yearly passenger. So we should target something around 1 million passenger per annum at least. So then airlines will be more interested to offer more connectivity of this. Next. Okay, this cargo, right now our focus is on the completion of this terminal only. Initially there was a plan to convert the existing terminal to a cargo complex. So that will be taken up only the completion of this project only. Parallelly, initially they have started, but our entire focus is on the building the new terminal at the earliest. Once it commissioned, the existing terminal will be how we can utilize on cargo matter. That will be handed over having a subsidiary, a cargo logistic and allied service company. It may taken over by them, or whether A will be utilizing through some other public-private partnership. That yet to decide on this matter. These are some key points. What is happening in India on the aviation front. So how the aircraft movement, how the passengers are traveling, Aam Aadmi is traveling, ordinary man is traveling, people with chappal wearing is traveling. So the trend of luxurious travel, airline was once treated as a mode of transportation for rich people or luxurious people. So now the trend has changed. The ordinary man is traveling a lot through the aircraft, through the aviation mode. So there is a rapid demand for the number of flights plus the number of airports. So government is building almost 148 airports in the short term, and in the medium term number will further increase. So most preferred mode is going to be the civil aviation, and a lot of thrust is given by the sector. And in the coming days, this will further going to be well for our airport also. I will show you one small.
That makes travel easy and fast. Infrastructure that provides safety and comfort. Management that ensures security and efficiency. Airports Authority of India, a public sector undertaking under Ministry of Civil Aviation, builds, operates and manages airports across India. We are currently managing over 130 airports connecting India regionally and to the world. While providing affordable flying for all, AEI is also working towards making India the third largest civil aviation market in the world. As an air navigation service provider, AEI provides air traffic management services to the entire Indian airspace and adjoining oceanic regions and enhances safety, capacity and efficiency of aircraft operations through a network of multiple air routes. We at Airports Authority of India use cutting-edge communication, navigation and surveillance technology. As a responsible public sector undertaking, we are committed to enhance air connectivity across the nation and be an environment-conscious, sustainable organization using the state-of-the-art and indigenous technology for cost-effective, modern, safe airport operations and air navigation services. Our airports today use solar power for day-to-day operations. Enhanced passenger capacity, improved customer delight, and advanced technology with world-class infrastructure. We proudly serve more than 300 million passengers. With growing demand, AAI is adding requisite infrastructure to cater to nearly 700 million passengers by 2030. Airports Authority of India, working towards positioning India for global aviation leadership.
Just showing the growth of aviation in the last few years. So I just give you a glimpses of what's happening across India, and every tier 2 cities is getting connected, and there is a rapid transformation is happening, and the greenfield airports are coming, and the existing airports are modernizing and being a brownfield airports. So there is a rapid growth, and Tuticorin is right there on the map you have seen, and in the coming days I hope this will be one of the major entry point of South Tamil Nadu and South India itself. Thank you for listening to me. So if you have any interactive, any questions, we'll go to that straight away.
So first of all, I appreciate the efforts taken to speed up the process of constructing the airport and finishing it fast. One question is, the airport running will be handled by a private organization, or will it be run by AI, like Adani Airport plus சொல்றாங்க. So will it be run by AI or will it be given to a private organization?
See, when a new airport, as on date, you know that the airport has not yet reached in a critical mass. Government is considering certain airport as my knowledge for PPP model, that is private public partnership model, is the buzzword nowadays. So that kind of level, you know, any private party want to be invested, it should be so attractive. So I think Tuticorin airport yet to reach that level. And tomorrow we cannot rule out after a certain point of time. Down the line, next short time period or medium time period, and not seeing any such move. But long term, we cannot predict anything at this time. But if private investment comes also, whether it's with private or with AI, maybe only AI staff may be affecting. As far as public is concerned, they are bothered about the best service and best connectivity. So as far as passengers and public is concerned, whether the ownership rests with AI or with a PPP partner does not make much difference.
So another thing I've noticed with traveling between domestic airports, when you have a layover or a stopover, in India especially, we go through a security check even at the stopover airport. Whereas other countries, they do not have a security check, provided that you don't go out of the secure area. So how do you see, because this increases the operation efficiency of your security checks and causes less hassle to the passengers. So how do you see that going forward?
See, you may be aware, in India, for the entire aviation ecosystem, there are two major concerned areas. One is safety and another one is security. There are two regulators mainly in aviation, other than the Ministry of Civil Aviation. There are two regulators under the ministry who are the watchdogs of the safe and secure travel. That is, for safety, it is called the DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation. And for security, it is called Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. DGCA is headed by a senior IAS officer in the rank of secretary or additional secretary level. And Bureau of Civil Aviation Security is headed by senior IPS officer who used to head the CRPF or CPI or such kind of officer, senior IPS officer. These are the two watchdogs. So the BCAs, what the point which you are talking about, security checks, comes under the purview of BCAs. BCAs is the security regulator of aviation industry. So the BCAs frames the rules, regulation, everything for the secure travel of passengers and for the security of the aircraft, etc. As for the BCAs guidelines, presently, even if you are from layover from getting down from the airport, and then suppose if you have reached Bangalore, again you have to catch a connecting flight, again you have to go to that security check. This is your point. Yes. Everybody is going through that only. Now, what is happening is that because of various reasons, this BCS has gone with that rule. For speed of that, now they have introduced a Digi Yatra. You know that Digi Yatra, if you register, it will catch you with your eyeballs. You can move very fast. So, any amendment in this present guidelines, even as an airport operator, we have limitations. It is not in our hand, either Adani Airport or AA Airport or GMR Airport. So we are the airport operators and he is the regulator. So, but as a passenger and as a stakeholder, they have a very good mechanism of taking the feedback or suggestion from the stakeholders. We can give these suggestions. But there are certain apprehensions on the certain security lapse may happen at the originating station that may cascading to the arriving station also. Some security lapse somewhere happen, so it may have a cascading effect on the new destination also. This is the reason BCS may have taken a secondary checking before you are entering into the new terminal. What the point you are telling is seems logical, but this is an additional security they have entrusted on it. And any amendment, anything, it can be taken up through BCS only, and they have to make a regulation to amend the existing policies.
So for Tuticorin, we do have certain indigenous products being produced here, like Karupati. We have like 6-7 products available which are purely originated from Thoothukudi and the district. So last time we had the same question. So will there be specific kiosks which will be given at a subsidized price to the vendors, to the like farm fresh or something, which will be easy for them to sell? Because taking up a kiosk or a store at the airport is very expensive. So if there is something subsidized for the farmer or some vendor, it will be very easy for them.
Yeah, there is a scheme introduced by the government around 1 year back. It's called the Avasar scheme to support the local handicraft or local manufacturers or somebody who is in the small scale industry, their products, GI tag products, or like what you are telling, the cottage industry products, especially women handicrafts. So all these things, there is a scheme on subsidized rate we can allot. But in the present terminal, you know that Thoothukudi is already very congested. Even I had hinted this to Honorable MP Madam also. She was also very keen to, mainly to women self-help group. Self-help group only they targeting, either woman or man. Self-help group we can give. Through the self-help group, you can channelize your products, and as a very nominal rate, you can open the outlet. Only thing, AA will charge you very nominal rentals only for that. So for the new terminal, surely we will think about it. We can install that outlet. Only thing, it has to come through district administration or DRDA. We directly will not engage the private parties, and the district administration has to give us a list. And by, if you want X has given 1 month, next 1 month Y will be given a chance. So in that way. So through district administration, we will take it up. And once the new terminal is ready, I am planning to write to district administration. And once they give the list, suppose they give the 10 parties list, the 10 parties will be in order of preference, we will allot them stand. The outlet will be permanently there. You just come, install your products, or display your products, sell and take the profit. After given a chance to you, next month we will give to another person, next month another person. Again you can come back after a round. This is what the model. Right?
Because we have like 3 GI tags of our own for this district.
Sure. You will have a good opportunity once the new terminal is coming. Even I am keen on this, but right now there is so much congestion. If one more outlet comes, passenger will not have place to sit. That is a problem. At least 15 square meter is required. That's the reason. The new terminal surely will give.
How many outlets have you found?
No, that outlets, everything we are not yet finalized, because the final construction of the terminal is over. Then we have to get a vetting from the BCS. That everything, we need a security vetting. Whether we have to submit a plan to them, and then they will come and inspect from Delhi and Chennai. BCS having a regional office in every state capital. So they will come and they will inspect whether this outlet at this location, or this lounge or restaurant is at this location, is it any security hazard, is it easy movement area for passengers. They will see all these aspects, and once they clear it, then only we'll call for the tenders. Thereafter we'll go for an open tender.
And one more thing, sir, we have a request in the arts. We have so many artists in Thoothukudi. They are even in Chennai. You would have seen many photographers, painters. Their arts, they are originally from Chennai. So their arts has been displayed in the airports. So such things, will it be encouraged in the further coming plans to be displayed in Thoothukudi airport? Because
obviously, the local artist, we can consider this on case-to-case basis. Once right now it's too premature for me to comment on that. But once the terminal is ready, I will be surely taking up such initiatives.
Because the design factor is currently, I think it's Chettinad based design. The outer appearance looks to be much of a Chettinad type. So we didn't get anything. We have indigenous construction methods of Thoothukudi, Tirunelveli and surroundings. So it was taken out to Chettinad. So I didn't know why it was.
See, I am not in the conceptualized stage of this project. I was talking.
I get it.
I just joined 3, 4, 5 months back only. So anyway, this is almost in the final stage. I don't know whether this design have any such kind of in mind. I don't think it has been conceptualized just because of it is some particular place or not. But your concern of that your artistic this can be displayed at the airport, that we can think about it, surely.
What are the possible new destinations can be connected from this airport?
See, I told already I told you that it depends on the load factor and the demand. An airline cannot fly with 50% load factor on a daily basis. They will sink. So obviously we will be trying to do some airport marketing and route development once our new terminal is ready. Right now my product is not ready. So as an airport director, I am not in a position to market my product properly. So once almost 90% completed, we will take up with our slot allotment team in our headquarters in Delhi, and we will try to develop. Obviously, I think you may be looking to connect to Delhi and Mumbai, Hyderabad. Correct?
Will there be any international operations?
International operations, once the airport is stabilized, maybe we open the domestic destination. And obviously, we can think about it. For international airport, the airport to be declared as a custom airport as per the Customs Act. So this required again union government concurrence and all these things, and obviously there may be some political pressure on us to be moving this direction to get to an international status. So with the madam support, I think we can easily achieve that once the airport is ready with the enhanced runway. Because the runway to be ready, terminal is to be ready. Once the domestic is stabilized, then we can surely aspire for international connectivity to Dubai or South Asian destination like Kuala Lumpur or Malaysia, where more southern catchment area residents are working or settled.
Sir, what about the night landing facilities in our airports?
Sir, right now in the present terminal, we have only 2 parking stands, and it's only mainly for ATR or Q400 aircrafts, which is insufficient. And in the new new terminal, we are creating 5 parking bays. And if case of any airline wanted night parking, it can be considered. Only thing, we need to get a clearance from the BCS to put enough security personnel to guard the aircraft in the night. So that also we will take it up, but everything depends on the commissioning of the terminal. Thereafter only all these things can be taken up, because the guarding of the aircraft in the night is very important. So for that we need some clearance. We have to comply with some security regulations.
Anybody else want to ask anything? Or Indigo? You want to know Indigo?
You want to ask anything to the Indigo?
How many belts are there in terminal?
There will be 2 conveyor belts, and there will be a provision for additional 1 more.
Is it that automated one or existing one like manually they are bringing it?
No, it's all the modern facilities will be available in the new terminal. Now we cannot go back the old style anyway. And the check-in counters will be for any airline, any counter. It will be not like one airline and 2 counters, nothing like that. Any airline, any day, any airline, you can check in.
All the boardings will be the vestibule connected, or it is only all the boarding area? The passenger walking into that.
No. We have a total 4 boarding gate. I told. In that 3 aerobics is connected, and in the ground floor you have the remote bay. So you can go to the first floor. You can directly go to the aerobridge and get in the aircraft.
For the bigger aircraft, for smaller.
Smaller, if ATR is coming, then obviously you have to get to the tube, or you can go to the remote bay only by the bus.
What is the best automation is carried out in this airport? Automation point of view, or a new technology point of view, what is installed in this for landing, takeoff?
See, we have all the latest equipments, and DVR is already operational. DVR is installed, and now we are going for ILS. ILS is also, we have to define the runway 28 side, we have to define the path and other things. So once it's ready, there is a proposal for ILS which will give a lower visibility landing also. But the only problem management is seeing that the traffic is not supporting for such an investment. So
ILS means what?
Instrument landing system. So it will give you a landing in the lower visibility time. That is means fog or heavy rain. If you have visibility issue, this will ensure you don't need to divert the aircraft to Coimbatore or Trivandrum. At the low visibility also you can land. But for that, any further investment, that your business also, you are doing so many business. Any investment you will think, what is the turnover I am going to make? You cannot make an investment more than your turnover, correct? So the same thing apply here also. Once the air traffic improves, and the airport, this Thoothukudi airport is viable to run the aircraft and operations, even though much loss, at least no profit, no loss, at least that level. Surely more investment will come on technology side also.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? If you ask anything about Indigo Airlines also, we have a person who is in charge of Indigo Airlines here. So
அவங்க
also
என்ன சார் கேட்க முடியும், ரேட் தாறுமாறா போட்டு வச்சிருக்காங்க. நீங்க சிங்கிள் ஆப்ரேட்டர் இருந்தாலே இப்படித்தான், செகண்ட் ஆப்ரேட்டர் வந்தா மட்டும்தான் அவங்கள்ட்ட பேச முடியும். இப்ப கேட்டா ஒரே பதில்.
நம்ம ரீஜன் ஏர்லைன் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா?
ஆமா
நம்ம regional airlines.
ஆமா பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
Okay, any more questions? That was a wonderful session and explanation of PowerPoint presentation, followed by a very fruitful interactive session by all our members who have taken the initiative to ask questions. And I think that the airport director also was very happy to answer them. Now I will hand it over to our Secretary General to deliver the vote of thanks.
எல்லோருக்கும் வணக்கம். Thank you, Mr. Rajesh and his team for coming here to address the gathering for our Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, sirs. And I also go with my fellow members that it's either it's a chicken or egg. Like they have more. If we have more connectivity, like we have more members, more passengers traveling. And it's vice versa. Like if you have more passengers coming in, we'll have more aircrafts here. So hope we all get benefited by this bigger airport and the connectivity. Thank you, sir, once again for coming here, and thank you all the members for being here. Thank you. Please raise for national anthem. Dinner has been served. Members, please have your dinner and we can have.
Host for today's dinner is our Secretary General Shankar Maributhu and our Executive Committee member Bala. We thank them for the wonderful dinner that they are hosting.